Hey guys, CoolCheese here, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. In today's Destiny video, we're going to be looking at the SMG Every Waking Moment and why I really don't think it's great, as well as kind of an overarching theme on why a lot of SMGs in this game are not good. Starting with Every Waking Moment, it is a 600 RPM precision SMG, and it has a pretty nice perk pool. It's got things like Rangefinder, it's got Killing Wind, it's got Multi-Kill Clip, which isn't Kill Clip, but it's definitely serviceable. And so you might think that this is a very good SMG. Rangefinder increasing that range. Killing Wind is obviously a very top tier perk, and Multi-Kill Clip increases that damage. We don't complain about that. However, when we look under the hood of the weapon, we see a 13 zoom stat. That sucks. Zoom makes guns kick less, have more range, and extends the accuracy and aim assist cones to increase that ease of use. It's the same reason why certain SMGs, despite having a very high range stat, might not feel as good as something with, let's say, a Model 8 Red on the multi-mock. Ikelos SMG can have a much heftier range stat, but feels drastically worse and has a lot less range than the multi-mock because it has less zoom. Every Waking Moment suffers from that even more so though because it is a precision frame. 600 RPM SMGs, in my opinion, are not the best archetype. They have a 0.8 optimal time to kill. However, normally the thing that saves them is having a very high range. Look at something like the Shire's Wrath. Shire's Wrath can get up to 28 meters, which is a lot higher than any 750 or 900 can get to. However, I cannot say the same about Every Waking Moment. That 13 zoom cripples the range to a whopping 21 meters, which is less than even a well-rolled 750, while simultaneously not having access to the kill clip. Kill clip was removed from the perk pool on this gun for whatever reason, and so with multi-kill clip, that also makes it worse. Generally speaking, the reason you use a 600 is for that range, pushing into that 25 meter plus, as well as having the best damage perk in the game, kill clip. This gun has neither. It doesn't do its job as a 600, and even as an SMG, 21 meters of range isn't great. Every Waking Moment is a disappointment in almost every way. However, it's not the only SMG to do this. Another great example of SMGs that do very similar things, Stochastic Variable. Stochastic Variable was a lightweight SMG brought in this season as well, and everyone thought it was going to be awesome. The year 1 version had scope options, it was really fun to use, and it shared an archetype with the multi-mock, which was becoming more and more popular. However, if you notice on this SMG again, it has 13 zoom. Recently, Bungie has been giving us SMGs without scope options and with low base zooms, other than multi-mock and Shire's Wrath, which leads to SMGs like this. It's got a 67 range stat, you think that's going to be awesome. However, when you put that into practice, 16.88 meters of range, that's really not that great. Some perk pools on this weapon, like Killing Wind and Elemental Capacitor, would be really fun, but you still can't use the weapon effectively because it doesn't have the torch sight. SMGs in general are very dependent on that zoom stat, which is why there's a lot of SMGs in this game that are just bad. A perfect example of an SMG that seems like it would be awesome, but isn't, is Risk Runner. Risk Runner has a whopping 82 range stat with the Catalyst, however, it still can't really contest into optimal ranges. Risk Runner can only contest into around 17 meters of range, just like the Stochastic Variable, just because that zoom is so killer. And even if hypothetically that range stat was enough to push into those 20 plus meters of range, the lack of zoom makes it so unforgiving with your shots and makes the recoil kick so hard that you don't have hope of actually using this gun. This video is meant to be about Every Waking Moment, but I think this kind of has a general trend for SMGs in Destiny 2. We've had a few good ones in the past. I think about New City, Hero's Burden, Old Stochastic Variable, Ikelos Sub even, Antiope. All of these have ways to increase zoom. However, a lot of SMGs that we've been getting recently and we've been getting for a while don't have scopes and no other way to increase zoom as well. Bungie, if you're watching this, please make the default zoom 15 on SMGs. Please. Anyways, guys, I hope you learned something from this video. The website I'm using in here is Destiny 2 Gunsmith, d2gunsmith.com. I'll have a link in the description as well. And so if you get an SMG, a new SMG comes out, for example, and you really want to know if it's good, the first place I would check is here, because not only can you see the zoom value, but you can also see all the perk combinations and how they affect your range stat and how that affects your range and whatnot. So please go check out D2 Gunsmith. It is fantastic. And please don't use a SMG with 13 zoom ever again. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Peace out.